Hi guys, it's me Drake and I bring today an awesome advanced overused match. It's gonna be an exhibition game against PowerCrown. Well, the catch of this game is that I will use a Monocolour team, which is gonna be purple this time, and since Monocolor is not an official tier in advance, I'm always challenging different users playing against solid and hard standard teams. Some of my battles can be watched on Calus Narrate's channel. He is one of the most very good players that I've met in advance, and since he's got interested on my monocolor teams, I often give some of my replays. Anyway, coming back to the video, here is the game. I'm on bottom, PowerCrown on top, and it's gonna be Aerodactyl versus Fortress, so Earthquake and Spikes are gonna happen there, respectively. So Air is gonna Earthquake twice and I will screen up predicting an incoming special attacker. Fortress is gonna get out of the way and I will get a misclick with my Aerodactyl. There comes Claydol to spin away Spikes, but he decides to attack with Psychic that just does nothing to start me. Zapdos will join the battlefield and takes very well the stab surf from Starmie, so I predict the obvious Thunderbolt and I send out my Nidoking. That is not just binded this time, but still, Slash Bomb is gonna do a lot of damage to Zapdos, and unfortunately Swampert is not getting the poisonous status. In the next turn I will predict the incoming Ice Beam or Earthquake, so I gonna switch into my Starmie again to wall its attacks and recover off the damage. And yeah, Swampert attacks with Hydro Pump, so it's a Mixpert. And I guess its last move is Toxic or Protect. Blissey switch in is gonna happen there and Surf won't be a big deal for it. I switch into Fortress to Spike Up again and Blissey goes for Wish. So in the next turn I screen up again, thinking that he will bring an special attacker, but Claydol comes instead. Fortress has Hidden Power Bug, so I will let Claydol spin away the spikes, and yeah, it takes a decent hit from Hidden Power. I predict the switch and I spike up again. Crown sends out Titar and 4 is gonna stay to scout the Tyranitar set, and surprising, it is a Tyranniboa, so Fortress is gonna break the sap with Hidden Power. Swampert is coming back to the battlefield and I will set up the last 2 layers of spikes. But Hydro Pump is gonna land, so in the next turn I go for the light screen, hoping that Swampert will miss. But Hydro Pump hits twice and I switch into my support Espion, but unfortunately Swampert gets the critical hit and the fierce knockout is gonna go on the PowerCrown's way, so 6-5 game. Next up I choose Gengar and I will attack with Will-O-Wisp to cripple Swampert's attack, but it does protect. Now I will attack with Hypnosis. Fortunately it's gonna land and I will switch into my Fortress to get leftovers recovering, but Swampert wakes up just doing protect, so I will switch into Starmie again and PowerCrown does a huge mistake here. I just attack with Ice Beam, predicting very well the Zapdos switch in, but I don't really know why PowerCrown just let Zapdos get down when he could have changed to Blissey and Wish Up. Well, here comes the Aerodactyl and I just gonna sacrifice my Starmie because Fortress cannot take physical attacks anymore due to its current low HP. So I sent my Aerodactyl and PowerCrown switch into Claydol again, predicting the obvious Rock Slide, but it's gonna get the bad poison status instead. I predict here the rapid spin, so I switch into Gengar to block it, and yeah, it does. So in the next turn I go for the Ice Punch and it creates some Blissey. However, it's gonna be a light hit, so in the next turn I go for Hypnosis, it lands, and this is gonna be a big problem for PowerCrown. Then I switch into Fortress one more time and Blissey still sleeps, so I gonna set up a light screen and there comes Claydol again. I will send out Gengar to block rapid spin. As you see, The spikes are very useful to my team right now, so I must keep them in the table. But PowerCrown is gonna predict me very good and just attack with Psychic. That deals a lot, 51% despite the light screen. So Aerodactyl and Tyranitar switch in is gonna happen there, respectively. I just gonna Toxic the Titar, but Crown switch into his own Aerodactyl. Toxic doesn't miss and I will start to stall Aerodactyl with Protect and Substitute. So I just use Protect to scout the next attack. I take Double Edge. 39%, pretty decent damage to a non-super effective move. But in the next turn Swampert is rejoining the battlefield, and as you see, this Aerodactyl is gonna be very annoying to Swampert. In my personal opinion, Aerodactyl is the best pressure abuser in advanced generation, thanks to its high speed, and it is gonna fit very good with my team, and especially with 3 layers of spikes. Very good stall machine. Anyway, the battle will continue, and next up Swampert is gonna get out of the way, and there comes Claydol, and this time I won't risk to lose my Gengar, switching to it and predicting rapid spin, but Claydol is gonna blow up the spikes. So now he does Psychic to make me waste my Protect turn, and now I attack with Rock Slide hoping the flinch, but instead there is the rapid spin. And PowerCrown does his second mistake now. He switches out Claydol and sends out Blissey that takes 26% from Rock Slide. I think he could have stayed and let Claydol get the KO, so Blissey could wish up and Protect to get more HP. But I guess now that his Blissey hasn't Protect, so this is bad for the entire team. So there comes Tyraniboa that takes very well the Rock Slide. However, is gonna get the Bite Poison status from Aerodactyl. It goes for Substitute, but it's quite useless now. I just start to stall it with Protect, and in the next turn I will Protect twice. And fortunately it's gonna work. So next up I switch into my Nidoking that is immune to Thunderbolt. Well, believe it or not, this Nidoking is just gonna clean up the opponent's team. So here comes Double H, 81%, and there is the counter attack Ice Beam, 59%, and the potion just finish off the Aerodactyl. Slash Bomb is gonna happen there, 86%. Here comes Claydol, and Slash Bomb takes out 9% enough to take Claydol down. And finally here comes Swampert that I just gonna try to take it down, so I go for Substitute to abuse the toxic damage on Swampert, and come on, I go for Earthquake and 35%. Oh my god, Swampert just resists the Earthquake with 1%, but however the toxic damage is just gonna finish it off. So the final score is gonna be 3-0 victory to my side. PowerCrown did a couple of serious mistakes, or maybe more than 2, but anyway, as you see, Monocolor teams are very funny to play with. Remember, most of players doesn't know what to do when they face some teams that have Pokemon with unexpected moves, especially when there is a good strategy behind. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this content. Use the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more exciting battles. Smell ya later.